Hello everyone, welcome back to Chunk Chats. Today I have Xtrme Gnome with us.
Hello, how's it going, everyone? Yeah, that's it.
I'll just get started by asking, what your account's all about, your starting location.
All right, so I hope, as many of you know, I'm an extreme one-chunker. I started in the Grand Tree in the Gnome Strongholds, I think around December 2022, so that's 1.5 years now. And it's been a long journey, some big grinds, and without PVM grinds, that's kind of boring on my part, but I think I have a really good account now if I hit a PVM grind with gears and stats and stuff, so no complaints here.
PVM, you've killed some gnomes, right? That's PVM, right?
I mean, that's just
The hill
bullying, no?
giants. This is bullying, yeah. Take on
Well, the
someone
hill
your own
giants
size.
I only killed 400 hill giants because I got spoon on the curve bone. But then
Yeah,
I did kill 16,000 moss giants, so that's, I guess, PVM, but it's moss giants. I mean, that's not really a PVM task.
yeah, eventually you'll hit a real PVM grind, but you'll probably be
Well,
more able to tackle it by the time you get there.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm one roll away from Hellhounds and now from Barbarian Assault as well, so
Mhm.
that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, Sir Camelot is in that Witch Haven dungeon right now doing that
I'm
grind.
jealous.
Yeah,
I'm so jealous.
it seems like a pretty chill grind. Not gonna lie. He's got some like hard clue steps that he can finish as well. Doing hard clues on
Yeah.
a chunker seems like a lot of fun.
I think I also have like 10 doable steps for Harkley, so that would be a really sick grind to
Oh
get.
yeah, definitely with the 1 hour timer on the ground too now. Be
Yeah, yeah,
pretty
yeah,
fun.
that's a big boost for sure.
Yeah,
It would also give me 99 fishing actually, because it opens the fishing shop,
yeah,
and I have
that's
the
right.
fishing guild already.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would also be a pretty chill grind that you can do on the side.
Yeah, that's also why I dropped all my pizzas from my cooking grind, because I'm like one chunk away from a lot of food sources. So like, yeah, whatever, it's gonna make it faster. I don't need all the pizzas.
Yeah, true. Um, anything to make that grind faster was probably worth it. So
Definitely.
how long were you stuck in your most recent long chunk?
So the one I rolled a year and 3 months now, I think, was the western part of East Ardy, so Ardy Castle,
Mhm.
and that was, if I recall correctly, and it was 90 mining, 70 smithing, 87 magic, 89 hunter, 62 crafting, 75 thieving, and lots of items from Implings. So yeah, that was with the methods I had, it was a pretty long one. It was like almost a year to the day to finish it.
Mm. Yeah, who would have thought like that one chunk would unlock all those things in different areas of your chunk too?
Yeah. Well, I was still 16 hunter, and I was like, okay, I have to do 90 mining with a bronze pickaxe, and I want the mithril pickaxe. I'm gonna do hunter as
Mm.
well, because I had the training spot in Biscuitoris, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of chunk counts are doing the Puro grinds recently.
Camelot as well that you mentioned earlier.
Yep, yep. And yeah, just catching implings for that grind doesn't seem too fun.
Yeah, definitely. After watching Verve his streams, I was like, nah, I'm just gonna catch my cabbits.
Yeah, I know he hated every second of that for sure. What are some chunks that are around you that you're dreading right now?
Dreading, I think it's both a blessing and a curse. It's like the monastery. Um, 'Cause it gives a good spot for iron and coal to mine. But it's also 99 smithing if I get an anvil, so yeah. Not looking too forward to that.
And what's your nearest anvil?
Well, I actually have an anvil right now, but it's in West Ardy, and if I continue it's either Biohazard or Plague City. I get locked out of the city, so I lose the anvil. And the other one is the Ranging Guild, which is also one roll away. It's also a big one.
Might actually be a strategy to lose your anvil if you don't want to get 99
Yeah, that's
smithing.
why I had like the rule for myself that I only start quests if I can complete them, and I'm like, I'm just gonna start this quest.
Mhm. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that too, only starting quests if I can complete it. But there are some like unlocks that you get mid quest depending on the quest. Well, uh, yeah, we'll see when we get there. I'm not really even close to quest spot. Well, there's like one quest near me, the new
Near the
like
farming guild,
farming
no?
one. Oh, it's like
Yeah.
it's just south of me. The quest start. We have to go up to Mulch Island and one
Yeah.
spot in like the Lizardman Canyon for it too, and then gives you like a bunch of farming XP. Is basically the whole quest. You just like read stuff. The whole quest. Kind of a weird one, new one that they added. I think it's
That's
mostly
sweet farming
for
XP.
lore kind of thing. That quest.
Uh,
But how long have you actually been playing the game? I don't think I've ever asked you that before.
I think I started in 2005, 2006 or something. But I lost the credentials to that account. Like I was 12, I didn't remember passwords. And then the main I have now, still the same account. I think I made in 2007. So yeah, quite a while. I think most people who play right now are like in their late 20s, early 30s who played as a kid and still play now. I
Definitely,
think
yeah.
I'm a part of that group for sure.
Mhm. What was like
And then
the thing that you like doing most back then?
it's gonna sound stupid, but finding glitches in the game.
Oh, well,
I
that's
have
pretty
a I
cool.
have a very old YouTube account with like 20 episodes of me just doing stupid glitches, like visual stuff, like swimming in the ground or like being completely deformed at the ground exchange, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's still some of those around these days. Um,
Yeah, it was a fun time.
yeah. I remember some weird ones back then too. But yeah. That kind of reminds me of like Josh's newest video. I don't know if you've seen that one with the fishing trawler.
Yeah, the fishing trawler, that's insane.
Yeah, there's like these little exploits that you can find all over the game. But yeah, that was pretty cool that nobody had ever thought about boosting fishing XP at the trawler before. Um,
Yeah, I wonder how Soda felt after he saw that.
yeah, Soda. I mean, he did have like his pike fishing, which I'm sure he preferred over doing like 300 hours of trawler or whatever. Um, there's Chunk Wellard who also has fishing trawler. Um,
True, true.
and a few other chunkers, I believe. But
Nah, it's all
yeah,
patched up.
yeah, it's patched now. But yeah, it was definitely a very interesting video. If anyone watching hasn't seen it, from Josh. Um, but yeah, it's always fun to find things in the game that are unintended, stuff like that. It's kind of part of our game too that you might not find
Yeah,
in other games.
finding weird ways to do weird grinds. That's what chunking is all about.
Yep, exactly. Definitely one of my favorite things about counts for sure. Definitely looking at the details of each place that you're in because you're in there for so long. And, finding quirky things, doing things that nobody else does. You did
Yeah, definitely.
the deadfall traps too with Hunter, and then once like Hunter like contracts came out, a lot of people were posting on Reddit like they should improve this because nobody ever did it before
it,
contracts.
it's super weird. You can only do one trap at a time. I don't
Yeah,
really get why.
I remember doing like low level Hunter back in the day, like that too. I just like set up like a bird snare at the same time or something, try and catch
If I had
butterflies.
them, I would use them.
Yeah, yeah. Gotta use what you have though with Chunk.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite grinds that you've had so far on the Chunk count?
My favorite grinds. Honestly, the thieving was really monotonous, but I had like my foot pedal, so I could just like click it 50,000 times to get nature runes.
True.
But it was nice just to see the nature rune stack grow. Like in the end, I had like 55,000 nature runes stacked up.
Hmm.
which was really nice to see. And I'm gonna sound a bit crazy maybe, but actually the gnome laps are not too bad. It's not that it's
Mm.
enjoyable, but it's bearable, and people follow along. And like every time I get like 1,000 laps, I post in the chat in the Discord, and people are like, "Oh shit, you're still going." Kind of
Yeah,
fun to see.
there's something like soothing about like once you get like really stuck in a long grind and it's kind of like muscle memory. There's something about it. It's like with my fletching right now. I just chop 3 trees in hop worlds, and that's just you know my
Do it blindfolded.
yeah. I can do it blindfolded. It just becomes how it is. I can watch shows and play another account, watch streams while I do it too. So it's not like too bad. It's not
Yeah.
like actively doing something for thousands of hours. But yeah, still I'd prefer to raid over doing this for sure. But
Don't
yeah,
doubt it.
it's not as bad as people think. Once you get used to it, I'd say.
And just the main part for me is that I have a goal to work towards. Like on my main, I just never play because I have nothing to do.
Mm.
But on the chunker, it's just like I have to do this, and then I can roll a new chunk. And that's easy for me, like having a clear goal.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I've always been good at setting goals on my counts, but the chunk count specifically is keeps me stuck in one grind. Like I'm used to like hopping from grind to grinds, but you have to kind of stick to 1 or 2 things on a chunk count, which is
Yeah.
good for like me sticking to things. Like I always wanted to finish chambers on my regular Ironman, but I could never like fully just do nothing but chambers. But now I can. Now I have to.
No, you have to.
Yeah, I think one of the good things about it. So who's your favorite gnome in game
In
NPC?
game,
Yeah.
to be fair, I killed 20,000 of them. I don't think they like me very much. But if I have to pick one, I think maybe Anita and Pedro, like the 2 elderly gnomes who are at the gnome restaurant just chilling there.
What
I
were their
mean, they
names
just seem
again?
kind of chill. Anita, no, it's not Anita. Anita's close girlfriend. It's Purdue, but with 2 R's, so not the same one as the guy in Lumbridge.
Oh,
But
different
let
person.
me let me actually check. Yeah, it's 2 R's. Let me check what her name was. I forgot.
Weird that they
The
have very
wiki.
similar names.
The wiki even refers me back to the Purdue. Ah, here he is. Delilah is his wife. Yeah, that's right, Delilah.
Mm.
No, actually, I hate Purdue, but I love Delilah, and I hate Purdue because he's like on an exact tile that blocks the path to
Hmm.
go to the bank quicker. Oh, I just got a Quizmaster random. Look at that.
Good luck.
Still get on the podcast.
For the luck. I usually always find like a good impling during the podcast. So.
Yeah. Also, my favorite gnomes are the gnome women in the Grand Tree, because if you talk to them, like sometimes they will give you a king worm.
Hmm.
Like they say, "Oh, you look hungry. Here's a king worm." And the king worm is actually one of the items for gnome restaurant that I couldn't get inside my chunk when I did my first episode. And discovering that actually sped up the grind by a lot, like getting those worms.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
every time I got a recipe with like a king worm in it, I couldn't do it. I have to wait 5 minutes.
You have to wait 5 minutes to get a new delivery
Yeah,
task, yeah.
yeah. All right, let's
Oh,
open this mystery box.
good luck.
Ah, flyer. Damn it. No podcast luck.
Average. Average. Yeah, I got a few of those stacked up in the bank.
Oh, I just drop him. Hate him.
I like stacking obscure items for sure. Got almost everything you could possibly have in my chunk so far. I got 5 flyers in the bank, 2 old boots, like that.
Maybe in a
But,
few years' time they get discontinued.
yeah, who knows? Maybe they come out with the other side of the boot, the other missing boot, and then you can add them together and wear them. Who knows? So I gotta ask, because I think you got probably one of the coolest jobs out of any content creator. Um, So tell everybody what you do.
I'm basically a beach bum. I'm a freelance surf instructor. So the past 3 years, I've been traveling and working on the beach to give surf lessons. But in 2 months, I'm actually going back to university. I'm
Oh,
gonna learn C# programming for a year, so I can earn some more money on the side if I have to, some way or another. And I can keep traveling. So yeah,
well,
the surf life is coming to a stop for a year, but that also means more streams and more videos. So
true, that's good. Um,
yeah.
I'm guessing you're still gonna surf now and then, or are you gonna be nowhere near a beach?
Yeah, it's gonna be in Belgium, where there's like no way. So like in the
Okay,
school holidays, I'll go on a surf trip for sure, but it's gonna be a chill year.
that's bittersweet. Sure.
It's fine. I mean, I chose it, so it's to have more like plans and backups when I'm traveling, because a
Yeah,
surf instructor doesn't make that much money, so and all the money I make goes to plane tickets.
true. Which places have you been to? I'm guessing you've traveled quite a lot.
Um, it's actually not that much because I spent like I think 8 summers in France, continuously. So I've been in Sydney on Bondi Beach. I've worked there for 4 months. Then I went to Bali for 2 months. I also did 2 seasons in Spain in the Basque Country, 1 season on the Canary Islands, and now I'm in France, where I'm not teaching because I don't have my French license. So I'm just managing the surf school, which is also pretty chill.
And which place has the best waves?
The most consistent is definitely Indonesia, like in Bali, but
Hmm,
it's sometimes a bit too easy because they're not so steep, the waves, and I mean it's still a reef break, like it's all rocks and coral under the water, which is kind of dangerous if you don't know what you're doing,
Yeah,
but it's really consistent waves.
oh, sounds pretty nice. I've never surfed before, but it would be something I'd like to do eventually, for sure.
It's definitely an experience.
Yeah,
Just make sure you know how to swim.
yeah, 100%. I'm a pretty good swimmer, but there are not many waves on the east coast of the U.S. here. Plus, the water is pretty cold up here, so I'd have to
That's why they
go
made
somewhere else.
wetsuits.
Yeah, true, true. But yeah, the waves are pretty small here anyway. You want to go the west coast in the U.S.
Yeah, Pacific
Sure.
definitely, good waves.
So, who are some of your favorite chunk creators?
Favorites or like the ones I started following in the beginning, or is it both the same?
Both.
Both. Well, I think a lot of people have this one. Alex Bailey as the first one,
Hmm.
like a long, long time ago.
Yeah, I
Uh,
can remember being really
and
excited watching those videos back then, even when it was
yeah,
so new. Never thought about doing it
and
myself though until recently, more
yeah,
recently.
me neither. Like, oh, this is cool, but okay, bye.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then I guess for most people, same as me, that Limpward uploaded this video. Like, okay, this is something different.
Mhm.
And I think I started around the time when Verve made his first video or something like that, or not long after. I can't really remember. But I was living in Australia at the time, and like I got nothing to do. Let's make a chunk account, and then I just started. Yeah, but this so yeah, Limpware definitely. Although when he's live streaming, I get a bit frustrated sometimes.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
I think I'm not the only one there. Yeah. Well, of course, Verve. I've been following for a long time. Uh, we got Spoon, we got Ordo, Chunk Serum, got Bruce Chunk Sailing. We got that one guy who started Chambers of Xerix. I don't know who that guy actually is, but he seems
He's a
pretty cool.
nobody. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Mhm.
Soda, of course. Big Grinds, very underrated channel.
Definitely.
We have Makker in the clan chat, who's a different kind of specimen.
Yeah,
And
Macker.
Seikis.
He's yeah the insane chunker. If anybody hasn't seen him, definitely worth checking out just for the insane rule set that he has.
Yeah. Same with Sakis, like doing 99 Hunter with birds is also pretty insane.
Yes,
And
the
then his Soul Wars
Asimple.
Zeal right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he actually
Basically,
rebranded to Xtreme, I think.
yeah, he's kind of in between Extreme and Supreme.
I think recently he actually rebranded his channel to pull in more viewers, which was not a bad idea.
Yeah, yeah,
So now it's
not a bad
all
idea.
Extreme. And of
Extreme.
course, our good friend Inux, who's always a fun presence in the clan chat.
Yeah, whenever you need to, I don't know, make yourself feel more like a sane person, you can always talk to Enux and he'll prove that there are more insane people out there. For sure.
Also, big shout out, of course, to Chunka's lad, Slay Brother. I hope he's still grinding, doing well. Haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah, he did take a break for a while, but I've seen him log in recently, so yeah,
Alright, that's good to hear.
be coming back into it. I
Definitely
gotta
a big
get him in
influence
for
on
a
the Chunk community.
Chambers. He's the only other
He
chunk
has
count with
chambers?
a T-bow. Yeah, he
Oh,
has
sick.
chambers.
It's been a while since I watched his videos, so you'd probably check up on that.
Yeah, I think he's still working on God Wars and Corp. That, but yeah, one of the original OneChunks, normal OneChunk, vanilla.
Also, big shout out, of course, to Faladaddy and the Buzz.
Mm-hmm.
The first Supreme Chunker, I think.
Yep. Yep. The only
Got
chunker to balance kids, wife, job, and probably the most difficult rule set of a account
Yeah,
all in one.
definitely. I mean, there's so many more chunkers I can shout out here, but I mean, I can just go over the spreadsheet and name every single one of them.
Yeah. Hopefully we have pretty much every creator on the podcast at some point, and then I can just tell people to, just put the playlist on shuffle and hear from
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh, there's one more person who's gonna be mad if I don't shout him out, and it's Mark, Chunky Thorpe or Chunky Thrope if he wants.
Yeah, Chunky Thrope, he
Let's
would
go.
get super mad if you didn't shout him out. But yeah, he was my first
So Mark,
podcast.
here you go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marky.
Yeah, you even said Spoon first, so you would have been quite jealous if you didn't say his name too.
I say Spoon because he DM'd me on Discord today saying, what did he say again? Let me check my DMs. I just opened my laptop and the first thing I see is a DM from Spoon. Nice impling, loser. Okay. Because I got some summer pies from her Lucky yesterday.
See, summer pies from Lucky too. Oh.
Yeah, I was kind of mad.
I've caught a fair amount of Luckies for my standards with only having the overworld anyway. So that'll be in the next video. I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah, there'll be some Luckies. But I gotta say, they haven't been too kind to me recently, so hopefully that changes before I put the next video out. I like it to be like centered around getting something crazy from a Lucky Impling. So,
Yeah.
third age pickaxe incoming, of course.
Yeah, I had the problem with a video recently that had in one video I finished 3 major chunk grinds and I got some good loot from a clue casket. Okay, what do I focus on in the thumbnail? I was like, shit, there's too many good stuff.
Yeah, I was actually just gonna ask you about that clue reward. Just
that one,
explain
yeah.
what it was, because it's just crazy.
Yeah, the RNG was pretty sick. It was a easy casket, my first ever on the account. I had 2 collection lock slots already from Lucky Implings in the easy tier. But yeah, I pulled the monk rope top G on my first ever easy casket.
Yeah.
Which was pretty insane.
Those are just extremely rare, and there's so many uniques from easy clues, and you just happen to get that one. Pretty insane.
Even in the CC, if I scrolled up in the CC, imagine I get monk rope, and I was like, okay, here it is.
Were you streaming for that?
No, I was live recording, but I wasn't streaming.
Let's see. Yeah, definitely a beautiful clip for the video. And
The RNG on my account is a bit busted, yeah.
Yeah, you've had some crazy RNG. Pets too. And tell people about the pets you have.
So I have
Sandy.
3 pets. My first one was before I even got NCC, which is kind of sad because it was like a squirrel at lap 19. And right now I'm at 21,200 and I don't have a second one. So yeah.
Yeah, that's weird
And
for sure. I
it's
I
1 in
got
30
a
here.
squirrel. I got the squirrel on the same course on a group Ironman one time. So it had to have been like around 20 laps as well. That's definitely the most spoon I've ever been on a pet.
Yeah.
And yours on chunk count too, and then you don't get a second one after like getting higher agility, which gives you a better chance as well. That's kind of
I mean,
mental.
I don't need a second one. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, but it's actually not like a terrible chance from that course. It's just that nobody really does it past like level 20.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Well, and I also got Tango Root at 66 farming. And I think that one was broadcast in the CC. I remember that one. And then I got
yeah.
the Beaver at I think 14 million. Yeah, 14 million woodcutting XP. So yeah, that was not really a spoon, but I think Hannibal is still mad about it.
Oh, Hannibal's definitely mad about it. There's probably like a new beaver like every day in the CC right now. At least like a new pet. I
Yeah.
think somebody got a squirrel at 215,000 XP yesterday. Just
Can you get the Beaver from the dead trees?
I can, yeah. It's
That would be
actually
so funny.
it's like more likely I get it before 99 as well. So I'll probably get at least 20 million XP from this chunk.
Oof,
Yeah.
that would be so funny if you got it.
I think it'd be cool to have. I've at least got to get one pet in this chunk, the omelet. But yeah, having another pet would be cool, especially since you can bring pets into chambers and not risk losing them. I think that would be fun to have a follower the whole time.
Yeah, definitely.
Hope for it. What other kind of good RNG have you had on the account?
Well, it's a pretty standard drop, but I got 2 Addy axes from my 3rd medium casket, so that was pretty good. I really needed that for the wood cutting because I was using a steel axe at the time. Yeah, the curved bone and the long bone and the hill giant key in like 400 kills. That was also pretty quick. It was 11 chunk rolls in 1 day, including a curved bone in the middle. So that was
Wow.
pretty sick.
Yeah, that's probably did not think that was gonna happen.
Definitely not. I was ready for a long time. Yeah, I also got the rune crossbow from a lucky that was actually called by Verve himself, so that was kind of lucky.
Yeah, that's right. How many lucky implings have you caught so far?
Right now, I think 33. I think yeah, 33. I also got the black d'hide body, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, I want that one real
The ru-
bad.
yeah, got the rune plate legs as well. I think that's also one of yours that you want.
Yeah, yeah, that's. I mean, I don't need that one as bad, but yeah, it'd still be a nice one to have.
I had an
Yeah,
air staff from a lucky.
having had. Did you have a fire battle staff too,
I haven't.
or was that
Yeah,
just
from my first. Well,
from crew?
I can craft fire battle staffs, but I also got one from my first medium clue.
Yeah, yeah, just getting all my
I remember
drops.
you being. Yeah, you were. I remember you being mad that I wasn't happy with my fire battle staff from my casket.
Yeah, yeah, but I did have to remember that you can make them too. The
Which was a
pickpocketing a
really,
gnome for thing.
yeah, it was really convoluted grind. Like getting
Oh, you
the
cut out
crafting
there.
with flux to put the fire orb that I pickpocket from gnomes on the battle staff that I get from eclectic implings. I was like,
Oh yeah.
okay, that's one way to do it.
The chunk picker picked that up too.
Yeah, actually did. So shout out to Source. Insane that you did all that shit.
That's a lot of different parameters for it to pick up to get that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, big shout out to Source, 100%. So, you've
Wouldn't be the
been,
same community without him.
yeah, honestly, it'd be a completely different game without him. Most normal people probably wouldn't play chunk counts without the amazing resource of the chunk picker. big shout
And the
out.
plugin as well.
And the plugins, yeah. So that'd be fun. To do it without it, I'm sure. I actually didn't have a chunk picker at the start of my account. I just um thought of all the tasks myself. And then eventually got the chunk picker, which I don't think it picked up everything that I had right out of the gate. I had to add a few things to it.
Maybe the imp-links and stuff.
Um, yeah, things like that. To pick up from it. But yeah, it's definitely a great resource. I don't know if it was just, I mean, it's probably much better now if you were to start a new um chunk map at my location. It'd probably pick up a lot more than it did back then. Since it's always getting better. Um, but yeah, I wanted to talk a bit about streaming so far. You've been killing it with the streams, and you started on Twitch, but now you're on YouTube. How's that going now?
Yeah, Twitch. I don't know what it was. Maybe just the vibe of Twitch, but it was a bit too high maintenance for me. Like on YouTube, I already had the account, I had everything set up. It was like, okay, just click live in your life, and that was pretty chill. Also, the fact that you can't play copyrighted music on YouTube, or like the whole video gets muted immediately. So just playing RuneScape tunes was much more relaxing than like constantly playing music. Yeah, of course now in the summer I can't stream for like 4 or 5 months, but September I should be back. Like the second week of September is my last week here, and then going back to uni, so I'm gonna spend a lot of time on the laptop, being able to stream a bit more
There you
if I
go.
get good content.
Either
No,
way,
streaming Gnome Labs, yeah.
I'm sure people would be happy to see some streaming of Gnome Laps. Sure, we'll take
I mean,
anything.
we watched Mark kill Cyclopses for 3 months, so
Yeah, in my stream yesterday, mostly just top trees and fletched. But yeah, it's crazy the support for chunk counts and what people will end up watching. So quite fun. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked out an Xtreme Gnome stream, he'll be back in September. Confirmed.
on YouTube
On
because
YouTube, yeah.
ended I ended my partnership on Twitch because like people were paying for subscriptions, but I didn't get the money from it, so I was like, yeah, that's not worth it.
Yeah. Hey Jeff Bezos for the sub that that of somebody that doesn't stream there anymore. Wanna take that off for sure. But yeah, streaming is a lot of fun. I enjoy it quite a lot.
Yeah, definitely is. But I think like after 3 hours, you just get tired because I'm like focusing the whole time, and then I just stop the stream. I think I didn't stream longer than 3 hours once. It's like okay, it's enough for today.
Yeah, it does surprisingly get tiring for sure. It's not just like playing an account normally. There's a lot more to focus on with the chat and stuff.
Yeah, especially because I just want to watch meme videos while I play, and you can't do that when you stream. So
Yeah, I like to have stuff to watch on the side sometimes too. So, gotta balance that with streaming though.
yeah, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Remember during the trolls grind, I had you mark a black tile with numbers on it.
Yeah.
Did you figure it out yet?
No, I've got the tile here. 1360, 4300.
Possibly. It's been a while.
I still do not know what that means.
It's pretty simple, actually. But I'm not gonna spoil it for you. You have to find it out yourself.
Okay, I'll figure it out. I'll try to figure it out before the video drops. So if you know the answer, put in the comments. What does 1360, 4300 mean?
I hope I got them correct because they should be correct.
Okay, I'm almost scared to figure it out. Knowing you.
It's nothing scary. Don't worry about it. Just look it up.
So So, what's some of the most fun you've ever had playing the game?
Um, Probably like the Falador party room when I was 14 years old. Just like the big drop parties going on, playing on my Windows 95 computer at home, trying to hide it from my mom because she thought RuneScape brought in viruses. That was probably the best time.
Thought it was Run Escape.
Yeah.
Parents thought
What's
that.
all this virus shit on my computer?
Yeah, my parents
Actually,
thought so too.
I have a cute noob story from when I was 14.
Yeah,
There's
good.
one guy in my class who was playing for a bit longer than I had, so he had like full steel and I had nothing, so he was like the big boss. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you full iron. But we only had one computer, so we had to like drop trade and log out and log on my account and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So we went to the chicken farm northeast of Lumbridge, like to the watermill,
Yeah.
and we dropped all the stuff on his account, like right next to the watermill, logged out, and then I logged in on my account, and he ran over there. But he ran the wrong way. Like he was running west towards Draenor. I'm like, no, it's to the east, to the east. And he's like, no, it's this way, this way. And like 1 minute passed, so we knew, okay, now it's already appeared for other players. Like fuck. Okay, eventually I convinced him to run east. We run to the mill, super scared that we would lose our full iron. And just as
Mhm.
we arrived, picked it up, and we only lost the full helm. Like we got all the rest. I
That's
was so
funny.
angry. It's to the east, bro. To the east. Nah, it's west.
Iron full home, bro. Too good.
Yeah. If you hear this, fuck you. I want my Iron Full Helm back.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, the
I
Iron.
haven't seen the guy in 12 years, so.
Yeah, I think you started a bit before me. I think I started 2006, if I remember correctly.
I
But
mean, I played 2005, but I lost the account and didn't play for a year, I think, because I wasn't there for the Falador massacre. So I think I actually started playing seriously in 2007.
hmm. Yeah, I didn't have membership probably until 2007, and I didn't really know
Man,
anything that was
Wally.
going on with the game, to be honest. So
Yeah.
then,
If my mom ever hears this, she's gonna be mad, but I once stole $20 from her purse to buy Wally cards for membership.
oh,
So, mom, if you listen to this for some reason, I'm sorry.
it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll
I
forgive
remember
you.
logging in to members for yeah. I remember logging in for the first time near Varrock, and we saw like the Dougal leaves behind Gertrude's house. Like, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. It's worth so much. We didn't know what that shit was.
Isn't that untradeable, or is that actually tradable?
I don't know. I don't even know. It's just for the quest. Never used it after.
Yeah. Hmm.
If this exists.
I think you use it for like 2 quests or something. Funny little things like that. I remember I was free to play, and someone from members paid me to make soft clay for him or something like that, and that's how I made like my first 100k to buy Rune Full Hum G. I remember that being like the big item I had in the
Yeah,
account.
the G stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, a lot of times I had like
I remember
members
this.
and then lost it, then played free to play for a while, went back to members. Back when like Clan Wars was in the wilderness, and that was
Yeah,
pretty good content. That good times.
very good times. I also remember I had like the full Saradomin outfit, but I was wearing the skirt instead of the legs because the legs were too expensive.
That was
Just
the
like
Chad that
eh,
what
just
was
flexing at hill giants to the noobs.
what was that what was worth more, the Zami set or the Sarah set? Yeah,
I think
probably Zami.
I think but definitely Gutix was the cheapest, so I didn't buy that one because that was for cheap losers.
I was like the people who had like mismatched different colors of each set, but the gold trim was my favorite
Yeah, definitely.
and
Same with
decently
the wizard
priced.
outfit. Like the blue EZG was also a
Yeah.
real status symbol.
Hmm. There was something about the black wizard hat though that I always had that over the regular wizard hat back in the day too.
So edgy.
Hmm. But yeah, it's always fun thinking about old times with this game. Nostalgia
definitely.
comes back.
There's this one video. Shout out to Timothy, my best friend since 20 years. We started playing together. It's actually two funny stories. We once skipped judo practice to mine rune essence, and then our moms got mad at us. And then one time was like 2010, I think. We went to God Wars Dungeon with the three of us, like one other friend as well, on the live
Yeah.
call. It's actually a video on YouTube about this. And during this trip, we got 3 Zami spears almost back to back.
Ooh.
And we're just freaking out. And you can hear Timothy's mom in the background. He has to shut up and go to school tomorrow. He's like, no, I don't have school tomorrow. Shut up. And like, the whole conversation with his mom. And then his mom like smacks him on the head. He's like, oh, you don't have to hit me for that shit. It's so funny. It's in Dutch, but it's so funny.
That
Like
would
every
be
once in a while,
awesome.
we'll watch the video again. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to link that. You should send that to me.
I'll
Link
send
that
it
in
to you.
the
It's just
description.
unfortunately my voice wasn't recorded, but their voice is.
Definitely gonna be worth the watch there for the context.
Yeah. That's some good times.
Yeah, I always wanted to make videos but never knew how until recently. I think I've been recording clips
Unregistered
for
Hypercam too, bro.
yeah, I had no clue how to do that. But yeah, I think is it like 2 years I've been recording clips now. 2 years, yeah, about that. Recording clips on my main iron mostly. What got you into content creation at the start?
Oh man, I had to have to check because I think my earliest videos are from like 2008, 2009 on YouTube on my old channels. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I just like making videos. I'm like, this is some cool shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
I even made like some golden gnome entries that, if I look back at them now, like, what was I thinking? I don't know. I just always thought it was kind of fun, and like then sending it to friends, like, look, I made this video. How cool is that? And they're like, oh shit, how do you do that? I'm like, oh, Sony Vegas, bro.
Yeah, I always wanted to learn how to do it so I could get like a clip featured on Spark Mac Live was like the goal for me back in the day. Yeah, I could never figure it out.
Actually, I'm gonna look it up when my first ever video was uploaded on YouTube, because I'm not gonna give the channel to anybody because it's like my old login of my main, and you could pretty easily hack me like that. So
Mm.
just gonna check. Got one subscriber. First video is 15 years ago. RuneScape Dual Arena Ownage.
Dual Arena Ownage. What a title.
Yeah,
Wow.
like flashy colors and my Rune 2H smacking 20s.
I wonder what your past self would think of your YouTube channel now.
Be like, oh, it's cool, bro.
It's funny though, like watching or looking at old videos and how many views they got, dude.
Yeah. I
Like
have like another channel with like, where is it? This one? Yeah, like I had guides to how to detect bots and stop their programs from working like 12 years ago. It has like 2K views, which was back in the day was insane.
hmm. Even like 5 years ago, like videos, um, like even like pretty bad videos got like 100K views easy. I remember Ray was talking about that. Um, he has some older videos and they did numbers, but yeah, he didn't make as much money per views back then too, so it was I don't know, it was less profitable, I guess, to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it's pretty cool now that you can actually make a living content creating. Um, yeah, that's what I'm looking to do. Can't beat that job, I guess, unless you're surfing every
Yeah,
day,
definitely.
I suppose.
I actually just found, I was looking it up. I found an old video on one of my channels from 7 years ago with 380,000 views, and it's 15 seconds long.
You have a video that's 380,000?
Yeah, but it's like on super old account, but it's like a video of a chicken that's doing like an obstacle course, but I just edited the RuneScape overlay and like agility XP drops on it.
Oh.
And that's just it.
That's worth a watch, I'd say. Maybe multiple watches, not gonna lie. Should incorporate that
And I
into your
mean,
next video.
yeah, I might.
Uh,
Actually, it shows my mains account name. I don't really want that to be known.
you can just crop that out, blur it.
No, it's the channel name actually.
Uh, Wanted to ask you if you could delete one thing from the game. What would it be?
And delete one thing from the game. Uh, if this was Team Fortress 2, I would say sniper class, but this is RuneScape, so I don't really know actually. I don't want to say the wilderness because I know what happens when you do that. I'm just not a big fan of PKing, but that's fine. What would I remove? That's a good question actually. I never really thought about it. Maybe chunk borders so I can play in normal accounts.
You have the option
Uh,
to do that. You just choose not
I don't
to.
really know to be honest. I don't play that intensively. Like I don't have that much
Mm.
opinions about the meta of the game and stuff like that. I just enjoy what I do and I don't really pay attention to the things I don't like. I guess maybe I don't know.
Is
That
there
sounds stupid.
like
Um,
is there like one piece of content in your chunks that's just terrible? That would have made it better if it
I
wasn't
mean,
there.
if it wasn't there, I mean, the levels lead to a shortcut in Neve's dungeon. Nah, to be honest, I'm enjoying this game a lot, and there's not really anything that I'm saying like, okay, I don't want this.
Okay,
I just like the game I'm playing right now. I
yeah,
don't know.
that's a fair response, honestly. Um,
If I
to,
was like a maxed main, I would probably have a different opinion, but that's just not the way I play the game. So
yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on that edge too. Like, I'm very happy where the game is now. There's like a few things I don't think we need, but there's nothing that I hate so much that I would want it gone or wouldn't play because it's in the game. But to
yeah.
capitalize on that question, is there anything that you'd like to add to the game, or you'd like to see them add to the game?
Well, they actually did add the one thing I was hoping for, which is Marks of Grace in the Gnome course.
Nice. Oh yeah, yeah.
uh,
That's a new thing. I
I'm
realized that.
almost at 500 now, so that's pretty insane. Things I'd like to see
Spoilers.
added. Just I think just like minor quality of life stuff that should be there but isn't there. I
Do you have
can't
an
think of anything
example?
specific right now, but just like there's a lot of inconsistency in the game. Like if you have similar things that have different descriptions or ways to do things that you
Yeah, I can see
see
that.
come around quite a few times.
Yeah, it's probably
Just like
pretty difficult for new
minor.
players to come into the game and one thing works one way and then they try to do that with another thing and it's not going to work the same. That is kind of
Yeah,
weird.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's one thing I actually do want to add, and that's a shortcut from the Gnome strongholds to the Eagle's Peak, like a rock across the river with a
Oh, I see.
little right next to the Gnome ball field. Actually, that would be an insane shortcut
Oh
because
yeah.
that would give me like almost instant access to the mine there because you can pay the boat like 50 GP to go north,
Hmm.
and it's actually as long as there's no achievement diary requirement, that's one thing.
Yeah, they're tending to branch away from blocking those things behind achievement diaries. But that would definitely
Yeah.
be a really nice shortcut. Sure. There's not really too many ways to get there. Like if you have the Western Province banner, you can teleport to the fishing colony. If you have you can have the teleport spells or the teleport scrolls from Blue Scrolls, and then the Eagle transportation, which absolutely nobody uses anymore.
Yeah.
It's there.
There's also a fairy ring there.
Yeah, fairy ring as well. Okay. Yeah, I
I
mean,
think it's AKQ. Yeah.
they could probably use like one other mode of transportation. Maybe with sailing, you'll be able to get there
Yeah,
another
maybe
way. Who knows? Because
if you have
there's water there.
Probably gonna be locked behind Swan Song though.
Could be, could be. Or they could just make the Eagle transportation a bit better too. I just remember like being a lower level trying to get to that area, and it was pretty difficult. Because I did a lot of Hunter on different accounts.
Yeah.
So I would usually get like my museum quiz done, go there, and just stay there until I was like at the level for red chins. This is actually like a pretty decent Hunter area. Except for now,
Yeah, it's
like
pretty good.
meta's changed, obviously. It probably wasn't like the most efficient thing to do, but since I didn't want to like leave the area I was in because it was super hard to get back there, I just kept going. So like the
Yeah.
falconry stuff, since that's pretty decent XP.
Yeah, falconry was definitely part of the meta back in the day.
Yeah, you just missed being able to use that area, right?
Yeah,
Or
I don't have it. I have part of it, but I can't go in.
oh, that sucks.
And the
That would
guy
have
who
been
gives you
pretty
the
good.
falcon is yeah.
Would have been pretty good for
I mean,
your
if I
hunter.
roll it, it's just a 500k payment, and that's the chunk finished. So
Oh yeah, you can
I'm already
permanently pay
90
for that
hunter.
now.
So
That's interesting. Well, yeah, that's too bad, but it is what it is. That's how chunk counts go.
it is what it is.
All about the randomness with the rolls. It's part of the fun.
Yeah, I rolled that whole area in like one roll in one day. I just kept
Yeah,
going that way. Like
I remember that. Yeah, you've got quite a few interesting rolls around you. Got the
just got a DM from Spoon.
oh
Don't
nice.
forget Mark shout out. He might cry otherwise.
Yeah, shout out to
Already did.
Spoon.
Nice impling loser. I just missed him back, and I stand with loser. He hasn't answered yet.
No, you cut out then. What'd you say?
Oh, I DM'd him back. Nice to with loser, but he hasn't responded yet.
Tangle root, you said? It cut out again.
Yeah, I don't know
It
if
just
he is
doesn't
farming. God damn it.
it doesn't like that word, I guess. Yeah, he does have
Maybe
farming
it's
now.
my Wi-Fi acting up.
Mhm. He has the same rule as
Yeah,
you with making farming passive.
yeah,
Yeah, what made you want
definitely.
to
I would
choose
still be
that rule though? Just so people know.
if I didn't. If I didn't have that rule, I would probably still be in the stronghold.
Yeah, what was the grind that you would have
I
had?
would have to get like 81 farming for a dragon fruit.
It was pretty steep, yeah. And that would have been through just those two patches in the stronghold, yeah? The tree and
Yeah,
the
without
fruit.
without secateurs. Yeah,
And you'd probably be like 30 million woodcutting XP, yeah?
probably something like that.
That's like your only way of tree seeds, right? With just that area.
Yeah, and also implings now. Yeah.
Blinks now, yeah, but it wouldn't have been before, yeah. So that's probably good
I
for the
just saw
long
a cute
run.
new run by.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Just a guy in full rune with a fire staff run by the gnome course. Yeah, I
champions
swear you see
go
some
out.
weird people here.
I saw so many champions during my troll grinds. I think I only saw a couple, or I only put a couple in my video, but it was honestly like there were so many. I mean, that's like a Konar task area to kill trolls there. You can actually like
Yeah,
barrage trolls there too. So some people doing like really early Slayer use that spot to barrage for Slayer task. And other than like those few people, there are people who set down cannons right in front of me. It's multi-combat, so yeah. I mean,
yeah, I remember.
I would just
I remember those moments in the stream.
I would
Like,
just type
fuck, another
in
one.
like, "Don't worry, I wasn't killing them here," and then I just hop. It's definitely not worth saying, but I just want them to feel bad about it, you know. Want to feel
Yeah,
bad, but then there's like the off chance of just getting a champion who didn't have a cannon and they were just meleeing them with me. Some people range them too, which they actually have pretty high range defense. I mean, I range them as well, but I don't really have many other options. But yeah, seeing people range them, I just want to tell them like melee is much better on them. But just let them have their fun. They
Yeah.
probably looked at the guy declaw scratching them and thought that I was the noob though. I had one person come up and be
I
like, you can
mean,
sell those
they're not
claws for a much
lying.
better setup. It was like, you can sell those claws, buy a whip, like you have good levels, and I was like, yeah, I kind of just don't have the option, and I'm an Ironman.
Next time, just whip out the T-bow. Like, you mean like this?
Yeah. Should I use this?
Which
Tebow.
reminds me, that makes you the second extreme chunker to have a 1 bill bank.
Yeah, and the first one to have a 2 bill bank right away from
Are
just
you at
one
2 bill
item.
already?
The Tebow is 1.7 bill. So yeah,
Is it
just
that much?
yeah,
Oh,
the
wow.
one item not only put me over 1 bill, it put me over 2 bill.
Okay, that's pretty sick. I thought it was like around a bill.
Yeah, it definitely has gone up a lot recently. Like all PVM items are a pretty good level. Especially like the chambers drops are at good levels now. Except for the arcane, still pretty shit, but expected. As expected. Yeah, it's pretty crazy to have, honestly. I honestly I was thinking about naming the last video like I'm the richest one chunk. Frey actually really wanted me to put that as my title, use the exact same title that he used for his video stating that.
And then put
But
Frey in a thumbnail.
yeah, I should put Frey in the thumbnail crying and then me like excited. I would have been such a good thumbnail actually now that I think about it. But I can always put that as a title now, as that I'm the richest one chunk. Is this still true? Still true. I actually wonder
I
if
mean,
I'm the richest without the Tebow. Probably not though.
I think Frey has probably more than that.
Yeah, I think I would be just under 1 bill if I did the Tebow at the bank.
But how much of it is resources and how much of it is just one item?
So I can kind of show the uh, bank. Like I have all my tools in a tab. All my supplies is over 1 mil. Actually surprised about that. All my ammo and runes is over 4 mil. Seeds is 21 mil. That's actually pretty surprising. Herb lore supplies, like the bad herb lore supplies. I have like all my raids loot in one tab. But all the non-raid herb lore supplies is 1.6
Oh,
mil.
sorry about that.
No problem. I've got 18.9 mil in my skilling tab. And in my junk tab, 8 mil. So I mean there's a good amount of stuff like stacked up here. And
Oh,
actually I'm kind of
nice.
interested what everything in the raid tab
Oh, Jesus.
besides the uniques is. So besides the uniques, I have 134 mil in just regular loot from chambers. Cool.
Pretty nice. Yeah, I
Yeah,
just checked mine. I'm 350k off 100 mil bank value, which is like 5 million marks of grace.
oh, 5 mil marks.
Almost 100. I have
um,
more value on this account than on my main account, which is kind of sad.
yeah, that's sad. I figured eventually I'll probably have more on the account than I do my main iron. I've dropped things over on my main iron. I think I would have like a 10 bill bank if I hadn't dropped things over. But I think I have like a 5 bill bank on it. Without the twisted bow, I have an 851 mil bank. So definitely not as much spray without the T-bow.
Still a lot though.
Still quite a lot, yeah. Definitely want to keep stacking up useless junk and see what I get to. I even collect stuff on like my main iron. I've got a junk tab with every like variant of each kind of like armor piece. So I have, it fits like perfectly through the 8 slots to go like bronze, iron, steel, black, mithril, adamant, rune, dragon. So I have like that going side to side with like each armor piece, each weapon piece. That always looks good.
It's always nice to have a nice clean bank.
Yeah. You have any white stacks in your bank?
I can check in a second. I do know that I have 155,000 oak longbows unstrung from my fletching grind. I got my 6 mil cash tag, which I'm very happy with.
It's not bad.
Actually, it's definitely better than it was in the beginning because my moneymaker, in my first chunk was in the Gnome restaurant, like search the cabinet for the molds you use for cooking, and then
Hmm.
sell them to the store for 5 GP each.
Oh,
And I had to do
really?
that to get 65 cooking, but now I was a lot faster with all the money I had.
Definitely, yeah.
Let's see, any white stacks. Let's take a look here.
You have Stardust?
64k Stardusts.
Not quite.
Enough to green log it when I get it. That's all I
Mm.
need. Any other white stacks? I don't think so, actually. I got my 10k pineapple pizzas.
Still some big stats.
Du-du.
Stacks of pretty obscure things.
Got 70k with a longbows unstrung. I don't really have that many stacks because there's not that much to do in my chunks to get like unique items.
Mm.
I mean, I have like 340 garden pies, which is kind of weird, I guess.
Hmm.
uh, got 22 split bark helms for some reason that I didn't alk yet.
Yeah, the Impling
No,
loot
not really
stacks
any
up.
weird stacks. Yeah. I got 78 strange fruits and I got 51 frog tokens. So if I ever get to Varrock, that's 51 XP limes.
Mm. I got you beat. I got
Which would be pretty
78
nice.
frog tokens. I'm really glad I
78, Jesus.
really glad that I hoarded those.
Yeah, it's one of my that's only the one item I always collect. It's like the frog tokens.
Yeah, I was fine with it just being a collection, but they had to go and buff my account again, give me 78 stacked lamps one day.
In about 10 years, we'll be able to cash in big time.
Probably have like 500 by then.
And all 99s, like, okay,
Yeah, and all
where are we
99,
now?
so it's useless. But yeah, it's always fun to stack stuff.
I
Um,
mean, I have a stack that nobody else has,
what's that?
which is 21 21,254 gnome laps, which is a stack, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah,
I really wonder if anybody has more. I don't think so, but I wonder because people are insane sometimes.
I wish that there was a high scores for that. I think you'd be rank 1. I'd be pretty confident in saying that.
Yeah, I actually tweeted Modash about that, and he said they don't have the tools like to track it for every player.
Hmm. It's interesting. They do like post stats for different things every once in a while.
And I think Mod Lottie used to do that. I don't know if
Yeah,
she still works at Jagex.
she doesn't, but I think she kind of passed the torch to somebody else. But I don't know if they keep track of everything. They had like some really cool stats on pets and stuff
Yeah, I
a
remember
while back.
those. I'll just tweet Ash when I have 30,000 laps and say, does anybody have more laps than I do?
Yeah. Yep, Monash is the best. He always responds.
The
Love
true
it.
goat.
Yeah. I've asked him a few obscure things. I think I asked him if your 100 level increases your catch rate on bats in the chambers, and it does. Luckily. What else did I ask him?
Hmm.
I
Talking
asked.
about Modash, I can't forget I forgot to shout out Josh, of course, for making my soundtrack as well
Oh yeah,
in the
yeah.
beginning of
So
the episode.
yeah, if anybody hears the intro, the Gnomes new videos, it's a song made by Josh. It's a very good song. I mean, he's kind of uh, he's got definitely the best soundtrack out of any RuneScape YouTuber, I
Yeah,
feel.
yeah. I mean, if you can make your own music, you have such a big advantage on
Mm.
editing videos.
Yeah, he's got like a track for every scenario in his videos, and that's got to be like super
Yeah.
nice. And I'm just trying to like create a portfolio of like RuneScape music that kind of works in most situations. Doesn't always pan out right, but I always like to put like some actual music in my videos too, just because I feel like the RuneScape music's a little bit overplayed with everybody
You
using
see,
it in their videos pretty much.
you see Shanty 2 on a continuous loop in the background.
And people have done it. That's for sure.
Looking at you, Chunk sailing or sailing Chunk.
Did he do that
Or
for a
was it
video?
Ordo? I think it was Ordo, Chunk Surim.
Yeah,
One
it's
of the two
gotta
did
be
it, like just
somebody who started
so many
there.
sea shanties.
Yeah, too many sea shanties. Everything gets old after playing a little too much, even that banger.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's so many songs though that in the soundtrack list that still can be used, but they're just not known by anybody.
Yeah,
I
sometimes I
think
just
it was
randomize to try and get the right sound.
yeah.
Is
You should give Pinball Wizard a listen. It's actually a banger.
that the one from like the pinball random?
Yeah.
Hmm. I think I've heard that before. I don't think I've ever used it in a video. The chamber songs are pretty nice, so I really can't complain. They got some good
Yeah.
tracks. Sometimes it's a little too spooky though, you know? Not as much upbeat. I bet Gnome Stronghold has some upbeat music.
Very tranquil music. Also upbeat, but like also very calming.
Hmm. Kind of works for the aesthetic though of the area.
Yeah, definitely. It's a peaceful area.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Except
a
for
good
the
life here. The
gnomes
occasional
yelling at you
genocide.
at the course, or the occasional slaughter of known women in the stronghold.
No, nomicide, as they call it.
Yeah, gnomicide. Or just absolutely tackling the shit out of gnomes playing gnome ball.
Yeah,
Or the random gorillas from Monkey Madness 2 that get stuck
yeah.
places.
Sometimes they pop up. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I saw it, I was like, "What the fuck?"
What if you could kill that and get a Zenite? It'd be funny.
I tried it, but they're not killable. Unfortunately, can't attack them.
Ah, rats.
I think it said something like, "This is not yours to kill" or something. Like, okay,
Hmm.
sorry. Just trying to help here.
Trying to help him out. Trying to save Neve.
I still have Neve on this account, so I see her every day.
There you go.
And cherish the moment.
Hmm. Be gone one day. They actually killed off a lot of people with the new quest, the Wild Gothic Sleeps. You
Didn't
ever...
Dura Daddy die as well?
Yeah. His daughter, though, is the
Spoiler.
new Slayer Master. She's got dragon claws, so we're twinning.
Upgrades.
Yep. Mhm. I think in RS3 she's like her own Slayer Master for her own dungeon. For Adele.
That was her name, Curdle. Yeah.
And Hazelmere died too. Fellow gnome.
Rip Hazelmere.
Mhm. He knew it was gonna happen though.
Just another gnome dead. Not big.
Don't be
Just
so
one for the
mean to your own
pile.
kind. So you are a famous memer in our community, I'd say. And you
A
used to,
memer.
yeah, you used to run your like own memes, right? You're saying, right? Make your
Yeah,
own
that's yeah. I
Lord
was
of
the
the
head
Rings
moderator
one.
of Lotro memes on the subreddit. Yeah,
Hmm.
started it in 2017 together with Iron Chef Chop Chop, and we just grew it to like over 1 million subscribers now. But it
That's
was too
crazy.
much work, and I just left. Too much drama in the backgrounds, and I fuck this shit. I don't need this anymore.
I bet. Yeah, there's always drama with when things get that big. Yeah, what are some of your
It
favorite
was a
memes?
fun time. Some of my favorite ones. I mean, like from Lord of the Rings, or just
Just like I guess, style of memes, like format?
Um, I mean, I'm ashamed to admit this, but I'm kind of liking the new brain rot stuff that's been popping up on Instagram Reels. Like not like stuff like Skibidi Toilet. That I hate that shit, but just like stupid videos where people just do stupid stuff and some stupid effect over it or sound effect and just laughing my ass off.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of that going around. Memes
Also, like
definitely
the
change quite drastically
memes
through the
with jump
years.
cuts, like perfectly cut at the end. The shit's hilarious.
Yeah, that's probably those are the main reasons why I waste so much time on Instagram Reels and stuff.
Suddenly you realize it's 3 a.m. You're still on your phone. Like, oops.
I know it's really dangerous. It's hard to put that shit down. Just constant dopamine. It's so funny that RuneScape YouTube is like the exact opposite though. Like people will like longer videos and stuff, more story to it.
Yeah,
They're not like for like the quick dopamine rush that like a Mr. Beast video gives. Completely
yeah.
different. But I like that.
That's what you get with Grindscape.
Yeah,
Long grinds make long videos.
true, except I mean, the grind is shortened so much in a video that it's hard to
Yeah,
like
that's what
put pretext on actually how long it took.
uh, that's what I love about junk videos. Like, yeah, this is a 300-hour grind. 5 seconds later, yeah, that's finished.
Yeah. I remember one
Okay.
of my videos, like I'm about to put like 200 hours into 10 seconds here, so enjoy. Yeah, it's
Bit of the grind.
wow. Yeah. But people can live vicariously through us so that they don't have to do it themselves.
Yeah,
Works out well. It's kind of nice that a lot of us chunkers are like getting pretty far in our accounts too, compared to like a couple
yeah.
years ago, like around the
It's
time
been a
you and
real
me
boom.
started.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the
I
time you
think
and me
after Josh's
started.
video,
Oh yeah,
yeah, there was not that many then.
yeah. Back when we started, Verf was like still in his first chunk, and Limpert was on like KQ,
Oh yeah,
and
the KQ days.
yeah, most of the extremes anyway weren't
I
really
think we
that
started around the
far.
same time. Yeah.
December 2022, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And look
Yeah,
at you with a 2 bill bank. Who would have thought?
look at you with more than one chunk.
I mean, my first chunk was only like 14 hours, so it
True.
was 40 hours. I say only, like,
I like having like a big chunk, at least early in an account. Those feel like the best or my favorite ones to watch. I was talking with my guru about that. He had a pretty quick grind his first few chunks, and then rolling the Witch Haven Dungeon one is now like his
yeah,
big um like transition into like a real chunk account where he has like something insane to do. I think that's kind of like a
yeah,
testament of what you're actually capable of if you're able to complete grinds like that. I think that
yeah,
was like your
definitely.
mining chunk, your mining in Hunter chunk for
Yeah, that
you.
was a big one.
Yeah, definitely. We know that Gnome can grind now.
I actually remember this from a verse stream I was in. I was like chatting away with the chat, and he's like talking about how many new chunk accounts are starting up YouTube series, and they just quit after like 1 or 2 episodes after they realize how hard it is.
Yeah.
And he was actually telling me like he thought the same of me until he saw my video where I did 10,000 laps on the gnome course, and he was like, okay, this guy is a chunker.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
There's a lot of that. I feel
you got
like
recognized.
there's less of those series coming out now. I feel where people
Yeah,
quit early.
definitely.
I feel like more people are aware of just how insane these grinds are, and I feel like more people who are posting now are sticking with it, which is really nice.
You know,
That's really good to see. definitely there are probably a lot of chunkers that start when we do that I don't even remember anymore.
Yeah, like Chunk Filaire and Skeldor and those guys, Frosty Bard,
Yeah, yeah.
all started around that time as well.
I mean, some of them did some pretty crazy grinds too, and also like
Yeah, definitely.
it's quick too. I mean, stuff happens like life, so yeah. People they're they're able to take a break and come back to. Um,
Shout out to
Skeldo,
my boy Ghost Chunk. Where are you?
where are you? He's truly a ghost now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Skeldor was in my stream yesterday actually, and I tease him about starting his chunk count. He says that like every video he posts, somebody like asks him like what happened to the chunk count. I believe he is on like the 99 cooking grind is where it kind of ended for him, but I mean as a content creator, you kind of need content to show, so
Yeah,
uh,
definitely.
but I think he has kind of played it a little bit. But I mean, it's always there, I guess, if he chooses to come back to it. And I'm sure
Yeah,
people would welcome a continuation of that series too. Or not.
definitely.
Just has some other good content as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been noticing as well, like I've been so focused on following chunk series that I've been a bit disregarding like the other Snowflake accounts and just recently started watching again. There's so much content I missed out on. And I just started realizing now, like the Xtreme Chest Lock series, you got Equilibrium Man,
Mhm.
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It's
there's a
actually
lot of
really
good
good videos.
on chunk stuff. There's also like a new kind of chunk count that a couple people are doing. There's Shifty Chunks who like changes
Yeah, yeah,
his
yeah.
chunk after a certain amount of time. There's Evil Chunk who every time he gets the Molly random event, he fails it and then Molly like teleports you to a different area every time, so he goes to like a different chunk
Yeah.
every time that happens, which is pretty interesting. I like that. Um, yeah,
I
there's
make sure
some
to tell
new
him whenever I
ones.
get a evil twin random, I tell him I dismissed it.
Every time, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe that's a good way to put a shout out to him in a video. Dismiss a
definitely. Also,
Molly
Shifty
random.
Chunks is insane. He has like 30 episodes in a month.
Yeah, he puts out an episode every other day, I believe. I haven't
Crazy.
caught up yet, but definitely
I'm
one on
so
the
far
go.
behind.
I'm far behind on a lot of accounts now too. There's a lot of accounts that I used to be like really interested in um keeping up with that I just haven't since like a lot of new chunkers have come out. Hard to find time to watch and
Yeah.
um there's
I
like a
definitely need to
priority
upgrade
now.
the spreadsheet. There's lots
Yeah,
of
the
series
spreadsheet as
missing on
well.
there.
Yeah. Spreadsheet's great. Honestly, I should put that in the description of this video too. Spreadsheet made by Xtreme Gnome himself. I know I've mentioned that in videos before. I'll
Yeah,
put
yeah.
the link in the description. It shows every chunk count with a series, but it's not quite up to date. But I mean, it'll give you plenty of content if you want to check out some new chunkers.
It definitely needs an update though, because I haven't updated in like 2 months, I think.
Mhm.
And there's quite a few new series that popped up.
Yeah, definitely. Then there's also some pretty insane gamers in the uh, clan chat as well that don't have series that are still pretty insane. Like Cinny.
Yeah,
Cinny's
definitely.
a big
Yeah, it's the
gamer.
ACB hunt.
Yeah, his ACB hunt was pretty cool. Um,
As well as Zern Chunk as well. Also did the 10K laps on the gnome cars, who is now like almost maxed, I think.
yeah, he was in a few of your videos getting some 99s I saw.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Killing gnomes.
Yeah, really numbs for him. Your
We
people.
got Also, if he listens to this, Map Square Bob, he is insane. He has over 1 million flesh color kills to get nature runes for superheating to 99 smithing.
1 million flesh colors? Colors?
Yeah,
Holy
for
shit.
all the iron ores and nature runes, because he has an anvil in the drainer sewers, but no furnace,
Oh yeah.
and he has to get 99 smithing.
That's the crawlers are in Lumbridge Swamp. Yeah. The dungeon
No,
one?
the flesh colors in Barbarian
Flesh.
Village.
Oh, okay. Flesh crawlers, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I remember he was doing the Impling grind same time as Verve. That's what I remember him from. Wow, yeah,
Yeah,
that's absolutely insane. That's kind of
and like
what
his max melee is 90 million strength XP, all on flesh colors.
90 million. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the grind that killed uh, what's his
Dewey, I
name's
think, was
account?
it?
Yeah, Stowie's account. Unfortunate, but
Yeah.
uh,
I'm still praying that he's secretly playing it.
yeah, me too.
He's gonna make
Yeah.
a big video when it's finished, but I don't think so.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It would definitely still take years regardless. But you never know, sometimes Jagex um you know improves things over time. Usually over time things get easier, so you never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did not know that. It's absolutely insane. Um Rio is another pretty good chunker. He's been
Yeah, yeah.
here a long time. Um
What
well,
else do we got here? Yeah, we got of course IR, the infamous IR.
yeah. Um, you saw him muted, I'm guessing.
No, I did it. I admitted him a long time ago. He
Okay.
was getting better. He's not that annoying anymore. Still a bit
Yeah,
annoying, but not as he used to be.
I haven't seen him say anything too crazy in the chat recently. Good for him. Turning over a new
Yeah.
leaf. Yeah, too many
He's
opal
gonna hit listen to
gems.
this and then he's gonna say fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, not many people make it to Sapphire Gem in our clan. That's what, like 2 months, 3 months?
I think it's 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Or
it's
2 months?
wait. It's in the Discord. It's in the Discord. Hold on. Let me check. Info. Sapphire is 3 months. Yeah. Then
3 months?
Emerald 6, Ruby 1 year. You got Diamond recently, right?
Yeah, I just got diamond. That's a year and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. If only I wasn't part of the Snowflakes clan for the first 6 months of my account.
Oh, messed up. Messed up. Delphi Chunky is a good shout out. They're in Barlamore.
Yeah.
Um, working on fishing trawler now, I believe. Started pretty close to Coliseum, but I don't think he has it yet.
Yeah. Also, I'm never pronouncing his name correctly, but Mukwo Sihar, the ultimate chunker, with
Oh
like
yeah,
lots
yeah.
of big stats as well.
In the clan longer than me. Well,
Yeah,
yeah. And I mean, when
yeah,
people
lots
make
of
it to
insane people.
Sapphire, you know that they're pretty serious as well.
Yeah, and we're almost full again. We have only one spot left. It's insane how many new people join every week.
Yeah, yeah. He deleted a couple people earlier today too, and like instantly added people, and we still got like
Well, this
people smiley faces in the clan chat right now. They're probably
yeah,
waiting to get added. Oh, a void
yeah,
chunk.
2 week grace period. Yeah.
Void chunk would be interesting, starting with that grind. Although I don't think you
Oh
can
yeah.
really get anywhere. So you have to be a certain
Shout out
combat
to
level,
Barrow's
right?
chunk.
Oh yeah,
Barrow's
is he
chunk is
still
also
playing?
insane. He's still playing it.
Okay, I haven't
He
heard
has
it.
like
I haven't
I
seen
think
him talk,
14 KC on the brothers. I think.
which is insane with bad stats. I'm sure he's not killing all of them, but just
Probably not. No.
just getting that is pretty insane. I wonder how many times he's died in that chunk.
A lot, I think.
You even have um food? Can you even get food there? Probably not.
I don't think so.
It's probably random events. Sandwich
Yeah,
ladies.
maybe.
That's actually, yeah, that's actually a pretty insane grind. Yeah, props to him too, for sure. But I think that's a good amount of time there for a podcast. Is there anything else that you want
Yeah.
to mention or to talk about real quick before we conclude?
Chunk roll, third week of September.
Is that what you're planning? Third week?
Yeah, it should be that week, like around the 20th of September should be rolling.
Are you gonna be streaming a little bit beforehand?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'll be back in Belgium, so I'll be reading up at the streams, like do a 1 or 2 streams before,
Mhm. And
and
do you
then
know when
finish
the
it up.
next video might be coming out as well?
Should be in a few days.
In a few days, okay.
I think
Yeah.
maybe Thursday or Friday. So when do you upload this episode? Like tomorrow or?
It can depend. I could probably easily get it out tomorrow, but if
Yeah.
you want after the
No, it's all
video,
fine.
that's cool too. Maybe I'll put
It
it
doesn't
like
matter.
the day before, or if you want to mention it in the video, just let me know as well.
Knowing my procrastination issues, it might be a few more days actually, so don't worry about it.
All right, I'll try to put it out as soon as possible.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, any last shout outs? Like, I mean, people who might not be content creators, might not be chunk counts, that you just want to say hi
Let me
to that might
think. Let me
watch.
think. Wow. I'm just going to my friend list right now, seeing if I forgot anyone
Cool.
special. Bowser, of course. I hope he's still making videos, but I think he's on a bit of a break. We got Chunker Bren, who hasn't played in a while. Hope he's still out there. He's got some big grinds in Caldegram as well. Colony Chunk also started near me, is also in the Gnome Stronghold right now, same as No More Tears and No Man's Land, so big shout out to those guys. They called quite a few implings from me already.
The Gnome
Dr.
Boys.
Pepper 700, also known as Cozy Boy on YouTube, very chill series as well. Definitely check it out. Of course, Valty Chunk as well. He's gonna be mad if I don't shout him out.
A lot of great
We
chunkers.
got Fun Chunk Man as well. I got lots of them in my friends list here. Yeah, just everybody in the CC, everybody I ever talked to, just big shout outs. All on their own grinds, all supporting each other. It's a really good community. So
Absolutely, one of the best. Anyway, we'll put your links to your socials in the description, so if anybody wants to follow you wherever you're at, they can check that
do you also
out.
want my OnlyFans or just the YouTube channel?
Of course, we want the OnlyFans. Of course, that's what we're here for. That's why you're famous, right? Yeah.
Only
So those will
feeds
be
for
in the
stores.
description. And yeah, I appreciate anybody watching the video to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Peace.
All right. Thanks for having me. Ciao.